There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
The hottest black woman you've ever seen taking a shower and sucking dick.
Where is it?
Hard sex tube.
Hard sex tube.
I love these fucking names. It's all just, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Slam Hut.
Deviant clip.
Deviant Clip is a good one, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't like UJizz.
I don't like UJizz either.
No.
I like X Video.
X Video's great. XNXX is pretty great, too.
XMXX?
XNXX.
XN?
XX.
It's a great band, XNXS. I love it. One of my favorite bands. Yeah. Are we all plugged in?
We are.
Welcome to the program. It's the last podcast on the last podcast on the left. The last podcast on the left. Marcus Parks. I'm Ben Kissel. With us as always,
Hong Kong Henry Zabrowski.
yeah.
I opened up my fortune cookie today, and it said, "Go fuck yourself."
Oh, that's a nice little fortune cookie.
I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, that is ominous.
we were discussing
7 toes, 7 whores.
7 whores, 7 toes.
My vocal warm up.
We were discussing some sweet zombie shit yesterday or the last program, and I think we're going to continue it because news of the weird continues to fucking fluctuate all over the interwebs, and the world is officially coming to an end, and pretty goddamn soon.
We tried to come up with a new topic. Basically, I wanted to bring in a whole thing about sigils and stuff like that, and I found it to be very complicated. And then all of a sudden, we just realized, like, the shit's happening outside. There's no reason to come up with a topic because the world is, we are revving up to the end times here. And I don't know. It seems like that there could be sort of an artificial, like, cause to that. I think that America is becoming so convinced that we have an expiration date in December of this year that I think people are really starting to let their hair down.
They're eating the beef.
Yeah.
It's like when you see a beef goes bad on Tuesday, you eat it on Monday, and today, my friend, is Sunday, so we're about to fucking die.
Yeah, everyone's face is looking like a bunch of like a pork chops on fucking half day off.
Did you see that guy who was a truck driver for like 30 years or something like that? Half his face is essentially melted by the sun.
Have you guys learned nothing? Have you learned nothing from that terrible song from, what was it, 1999? Wear sunscreen, you fucking dumb truck driver and asshole.
Convoy. I drive a big good convoy, driving all through the night. We got a great big convoy.
Ain't she a beautiful sight?
18 wheels.
Boy.
I'll rape a woman. You never know.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Speaking of sigils, a bit off topic, but we're going to record Roundtable of Gentlemen after this 100th episode. Holden McNeely will be discussing his masturbation sigil.
I took a note from our podcast, and I don't know what he fucking wished for. God knows.
I don't know
what power he wanted.
I just
think he
wanted her to have
power.
one boob, but then like a half a boob, like she had half of a boob cancer.
It's like you're a retard, Dr. Moreau.
It's fine. He's doing great.
And I did convince him to do some pretty weird shit. I was making because he asked me
like
for
you
advice,
knew for definite.
like, and I just like was doing the whole thing so straight faced, and just like, and he was sending me text messages and asking what he should do.
If
with
your
it.
pinky doesn't smell like shit afterwards, you done it wrong.
Stick your foot in a chocolate cake and then take your dick out and masturbate with a piece of paper.
Put your dick in a chocolate cake, take your dick out and masturbate. Welcome, everybody.
That sounds really fun.
It's wonderful.
I could do that. Have you ever heard of splooshing?
Welcome to the conference. I've never heard of it.
Splooshing?
You never heard of splooshing?
Well, I mean, splooshing.
Cakey bottoms? Huh? Soupy bottoms? Cakey soupy bottoms?
Okay, go on. What is splooshing?
It's a thing where people sit in cakes and fart in cakes.
Oh, it's just
and then
fart
they
cakes.
fuck
Oh,
and
cake farts.
And
Yeah,
then
cake
there's
farts.
also like sitting in buckets of soup. You sit in soup, you pour soup all over each other. It's for like people who are like stockbrokers. It's very important.
It kind of makes sense because they literally are sort of like chicken stock. They are stock for the soup that they are created.
Once the suit comes off, the soup goes on.
I like it.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Ladle it.
Anyway, continue with end of the apocalypse or beginning of the apocalypse, end of the world news. Parks, what stories are out there right now?
There's just no end to them. And there has been a new story every fucking day that is fucking cuckoo bananas.
For the last week, yeah.
Each one more titillating than the last.
Here's an update on one that we talked about last week. We kind of glossed over it a little bit, but it was the anesthesiologist who was arrested down in Florida. He was acting erratically. He was pulled over, and whenever
I hear of someone acting erratically, I just better go like, stop, hey, fuck up.
I'm president of RGA Records.
That's kind of fun,
Yeah. I feel like that's how hip hop and fucking jazz started.
I put my shoes on my hands.
That's what I imagine.
Oh, yeah. No, but you don't see my arms moving herky-jerky going like, get that. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? You ever try to walk around a homeless man on the street?
Whoa. Over here.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
Hey.
Hey,
This is no.
just give me an inch here. All right, let me get past. All right, I don't want to stop you. I just need to get past you. All right, I got to get to Dunkin' Donuts.
So this guy, this anesthesiologist, the cops put him in the back of the cop car. He starts spitting blood in the cop's face. Starts spitting blood in the cop car, and it came out. This is not something that was in the original story, but here's the fact that came out. What they found on his body. Here's what they found: $40,000 in cash and a vial of an unidentified substance.
God damn.
I love this dude. Where was he going?
I don't know.
Oh, and he also had a bottle of erectile dysfunction pills.
Could it be a combo of drugs? Could it be? Do they know where the blood in his mouth came from?
No.
From inside of his body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but
did it
buy it at the store.
Was it a
you don't buy blood
fucking bottle, or did he bite his lips off?
I mean, who knows? I love it though. You don't need fucking, what was it, Extends or Viagra? If you have 40 grand in your pocket, that should make you hard immediately. What man doesn't get a boner over that much cash?
God knows with this guy. So what's the thing? Was he just like non-responsive? Could they not talk to him?
He was responsive.
Yeah, he was erratic.
Erratic.
What did you say?
Yeah, every time you make noises like that, you come like just a hair away from saying the N-word.
Yo, what do you mean?
Necrophilia.
I said nugget.
He's a necrophiliac.
It's erratic. It's acting erratic. That's what you do when you're erratic.
Yeah.
But this guy was sort of acting like a zombie. And in the last program, we discussed, can zombies fuck? Can zombies love? Can zombies have zombie babies and grow up in a beautiful zombie America? And apparently with this sweet Viagra medication, they do.
I would just love to find out that he was like on his way to see a taping of the Rachel Ray show,
which is also possible.
He's just like, gotta get on time, 6 o'clock in the morning, gotta get out here. I want to wave to the TV, tell them where I'm from. And the bottle of it was just cologne.
So, sir, where are you from?
Tampa! Nugget! Where, perchance, is Nugget?
Oh, yeah.
Is there a follow-up on whatever happened to this dude? Is he released from jail? Is he stop spitting blood?
The only follow-up that I have is what they found on his person.
Man, I think that, what the fuck's going on? What does he do? Where is he? What's he doing? What did they charge him for?
He's having
fun. He was pulled over for
reckless driving?
Reckless driving, yeah.
What's the name?
What was he driving like?
Erratically.
Yeah, like your grandmother.
I mean, how many times do I have to say erratically before you fucking get it that the one adjective that is to be used in conjunction with this story is erratically?
Erratically.
I just
that's an adverb, but erratic.
Can you imagine him being in the holding cell too, and everyone?
I can imagine him.
It's like, what you in for, man? Yeah, driving cool. I drove real cool this morning.
I just
hey guys, give the new white guy some room.
Spitting blood all over the place like a disgusting faucet. I would love if he was played by Don Knotts. I feel like Don Knotts would really encapture this person's character. Erratically.
Hey, erratically.
There's just tons of stuff. Marcus, what is the other? There was another news story going on with the.
We have a bunch of news stories.
Here's another one. This one's up in Canada.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
This one, Canada. Either. I'm sorry.
This one involves a gay porn star up in Canada.
That reminds me of the other porn star guy who killed a girl with a sword. You remember that? Mm-hmm. That was like a while ago.
Oh, yeah, because Satan was inside of her.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Gotta get it right.
This guy, he's allegedly fled to France. Interpol has alerted police forces around the world requesting the arrest of Luca Rocco Magnotta, who police say dismembered a young man and sent his severed foot and hand in the mail to separate Canadian political party headquarters this man, here's what he did. He posted videos onto Best Gore of him torturing and mutilating cats and kittens before all of this happened. And he also, you're familiar with bestgore.com.
I've heard of Best Gore. I don't go on it because I don't really like gore stuff too much.
I went on Gore for the first time. I went to this Reddit that our friend Holden, he looks at.
Space Sticks.
Space Sticks Reddit. Yeah. And I looked at Gore, and it's so fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's really remarkably
it's just
gross.
Fun how we're just a bunch of sack of meat and fucking piss and jizz walking around.
It's humbling.
Yeah,
I really do think that looking at Gore is very humbling.
Well, there was one fella, his entire...
That's why I watch shows about space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. We're nothing.
Yeah.
We don't exist. Mm-hmm. There was this dude, his entire leg was just covered in fucking bugs. Yeah. They looked like a silkworm, something like that. Don't you realize at one? How many bugs have to get into your leg before, I think I'm going to fucking get these things off of me? What happens
to be doing a lot of drugs. You're doing a lot of drugs. You're just,
it's just drugs.
That's just one of your problems. That's just that's like the icing on the cake of the problems, but it's certainly just one of them.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of drugs,
wait, I'm not done with this video.
Go with it.
Not done with this one. He also posted a video that shows the actual murder. Shows somebody stabbing a naked man with an ice pick before dismembering the corpse, eating some flesh, and performing sexual assaults with it.
My question is that what is he doing the whole time? He's just like, witness the degradation. I think that would be the scariest thing of him with a fucking this clear plastic mask on, going hey guys, don't you hate it? Don't you hate it when someone farts in the elevator? Step. Oh guys, I just remember. Hey guys, do you remember Tickle Me Elmo? What's the deal with that?
It's a comedy.
Sawing his fucking foot off.
I think he was half right with the ice pick, but he would be entirely right if he used a what do you call it? Icicle. An icicle is the greatest murder weapon that you can possibly use. The evidence literally melts away. There's no use for fingerprints. They're sharp. They're huge. You could easily impale somebody with right in the fucking cranium.
I think you know what though. He obviously was not really concerned about hiding the evidence.
Yeah, he put it on.
He filmed it and he put it on the internet.
Right.
So can you see the video of him killing the guy?
I'll tell you one thing.
I think you can.
From where?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you have to search for it. I'd imagine
the deep web.
Spend about 2 hours on 4chan and it'll pop up eventually.
Have you heard of Tor?
Tor? No, I know what deep web is.
All I know is
deep web. That's one of the major bulletin. I guess it's something like Tor and stuff, and that's where you could find. I guess it's not real. There's always the deep web does not exist, but it's a fun idea. That it's right there.
Where is the fucking Nicolas Cage? Character from 8mm, solving all these fucking crimes.
He's waiting for his pizza to come. These guys, people don't care. No one obviously cared about either one of these people.
No.
No one cared about these people.
I guess
they were probably missing from set one day, and he's just like, Luca isn't here. All right, get Gregario. But not even worrying about Luca.
Well, the guy that he killed was a Chinese dissident.
What?
He's a nice guy.
What do you mean a Chinese dissident?
Yeah. No,
he just didn't like China?
A Chinese student. Yeah,
what?
Lin Jun.
Lin Jun, he's a nice man.
His name was Lin Jun.
Linsanity.
What was there? No. That was a thing called. Yeah, that was the video was called the last chapter of Linsanity.
Yeah. After scoring all those points.
Step.
Linsanity.
My question is what was their relationship?
That's what I'm trying to find out right now.
Turns out they didn't like each other. Isn't that bizarre?
And this happened this week.
They had been they were gay together.
It was a lover's quarrel.
Yeah, they were in a relationship.
I bet you'll find out that he agreed to do it. I bet it's going to be something fucked up like that. Because you've seen that, right? We talked about this online with people online who put themselves up to be murdered.
Here's what the background music was. He played a song. It doesn't say which song, but God, I hope it's Huey Lewis in the News. He posted a song from American Psycho on the video. That was the background music.
Oh, that's so much fun.
It's hip to cut somebody into squares.
It's hip to be square.
And he killed, and he also had a previously appalled animal lovers by posting videos of himself killing kittens with a vacuum cleaner and feeding one alive to a python.
How do you kill a kitten with a vacuum cleaner?
But you just have patience. Just have foresight, man.
It's the kitten just constantly comes out super clean.
No. You just suck up. I imagine it's you suck the head into the thing and then you just fucking bash it against the table.
Right.
That's how I'd kill a kitten with a
That
vacuum.
would probably.
This is my thing. What do you mean offend animal lovers? What animal lovers watching these videos?
Well,
get off the Best Gore. Stop watching Best Gore.
Well, The Sun, the British newspaper, interviewed him months ago. Like this, he posted this 6 months ago. This was apparently this was a news story, and he wrote an email back to The Sun that said, "I'll be back, and this time the victims won't be animals."
Fun!
Yeah, he was gearing up for it.
I'm really glad that no one tried to stop him. That's really fun. No one even put in a fucking inquiry to this guy. Man, I just feel like we're a part of a gigantic psychotic nightmare right now.
We are. Everyone's gone nuts.
I think there's also I was talking about it with Brad Starnickle on the way over here, and we were talking about the fact that
Brad Starnickle, a great comedian here in New York City, a total psychopath.
He's great. He is a psychopath. But we were talking about this the idea that these stories are also coming to light because maybe there's also a grand sort of cover up happening in the fact that there's unemployment is skyrocketing. We've got a weird fucking presidential election going on. There's a lot of problems everywhere, maybe it's just a grand thing. Maybe they're trying to whip us into a fucking frenzy.
And it's also possible that news stories like these they happen in clusters. No matter what. I know this is fucking weird, but whenever you get you get here in New York, because
human beings are a pack animal. We're a herd
exactly.
animal.
Yeah, and you get
news is the pack animal because these things happen all the time.
Yeah,
but the news stories are oh, this one's really hot. Someone's eating a dude's face.
In fact, our friend Jeff Klingman sent me a list of eating murders that date back to May 25th of last year,
I love it.
Or no. They date back to January. Say January 12th, police say a man in Indiana accused of stealing a car threatened to hunt down and eat his arresting officers, their families, and police dogs. January 27th, a Florida man has been arrested for allegedly hacking to death a Connecticut man and eating the victim's eye and part of his brains.
Nice.
March 24th, Serbian gangsters allegedly beat a traitorous associate to death with a hammer.
That's normal. That's like gangland activity.
That'll happen.
But still, a Russian man killed his drinking partner after he and his friends ran out of snacks at a vodka party.
I agree with him. There's something worse than when you run out of salami.
You got a plan for this shit.
Then sold the leftovers at pork at a market.
I've heard that human meat can be very comparable to pork.
Yeah.
March 27th, Russian police have arrested a man who admitted killing at least 6 people before eating their hearts and livers. April 7th, a 79-year-old man accused of killing his wife ate some of her flesh and was found sitting in a rocking chair in their Shrewsbury apartment covered in blood.
Hey guys!
Whatever.
I'm so glad you guys could come. I've been so lonely just rocking back and forth.
April 14th, police have arrested 3 people for allegedly killing at least 2 women, eating parts of their bodies and using their flesh to make stuffed pastries known as empanadas that they sold to neighbors in their northeastern Brazil city. We talked about that on Roundtable.
I want one.
Yeah, May 8th, a Swiss politician has been accused of advertising for cannibals to kill and eat the mother and daughter of a policeman friend going through a tricky divorce.
That's a fucking politician I can get behind.
Look at that.
And May 25th, police in southwest China have detained a man suspected of murdering more than a dozen boys and young men, chopping up their bodies and selling the flesh to unsuspecting consumers.
Cool Chinese serial killer.
Yeah, and now all of the things. So it could be argued either ways. It could be that people eat each other all the time, or it could be that we're really fucking ramping up.
I think we are ramping up.
Who do you think it helps more in the 2012 election between Obama and Romney if most of Americans turn
Romney,
to
because everyone wants it, because everyone will follow the fucking cultist if they believe that God exists. If they believe that there's something, if there is a zombie epidemic happening, it's going to make people want to turn to God even more. I think Romney's helping this happen. He knows that his fucking cruel old world God would truly want a zombie apocalypse, because it's just sending his fucking people to heaven. Oh, isn't that a nice idea? Isn't that a fun idea for a fucking cruel, cryptic, secret underwear wearing fucking cultist believing in your fucking fairy tales, Mitt Romney?
Mitt Romney.
Fucking hate Mitt Romney.
I love Mitt. I'm voting for Mitt, man. I love that dude. I'm half a zombie.
Choice. It's not even a fucking funny choice to vote for him. I'll vote for fucking Donald Duck.
You can't vote for Donald Duck. He's a cartoon.
Write him in.
Maybe draw him in. You just draw Donald Duck, and that's who you vote for.
I
want to vote for Penn Jillette, to be honest with you. That's a whole other podcast we're talking here.
The fucking everything that's going on right now is really scary. There was an article in the Gawker that I read that really made me mad. On the Gawker.
On the Gawker. Yeah. Are you 90? What happened to you? Are you Buddy Melon?
It's on a web book. It's a book. It's like a newspaper on the web. I love that thing.
Things are getting wild. Things are getting crazy.
Oh yeah, let's use that more often.
Henry, can you please say something wonky?
Say something wonky.
Mitt Romney, more like Mitt Bore Me.
I mean, it makes it good. It makes it good.
That's great. So
I
much
love
fun.
him.
All right,
Anywho.
so on Ye Old Gawker, there was an article that came out that criticized people calling what's happening this like zombie apocalypse because they're saying
This is why women shouldn't blog.
women should only blog.
Yeah, okay.
And nothing else.
I love it. By the way, all the reverse sexism that women are showing right now, every time I go on Facebook, women are funnier than men, all this bullshit. Yeah, women are very funny. I love women. I've always been a fan of women. And all of a sudden, all of these women are just like, I'm the dice man now. It's the woman's turn to be the total fucking dumb fuck. Congratulations, women. You're funny. Be proud about it. You fucking idiots. And you're not funnier than men. If you're a funny woman, you might be as funny as another man. It's like, shut the fuck up. As a group of people, you're fine. Anywho.
This is hard.
It doesn't matter.
But no, it wasn't about this. It wasn't about the gender of the writer of this article. This whole thing was about it was just this idea that that we're insensitive for calling it a zombie apocalypse and that we don't understand death and blah blah blah. But I don't think what this person doesn't understand is the fact that we're genuinely scared. It's not that I really think that a zombie apocalypse is happening. I know that this is not a zombie apocalypse. I just think that leading up into the supposed end of the world, people are going to do more and more random, crazy violence on the streets.
But then again, the fact is, if it walks like a zombie, looks like a zombie,
it is technically a zombie.
It's on bath salts.
Yeah, and to me, it's describe the fucking symptoms. What are the symptoms of the problem?
Right.
Oh, people are randomly biting, attacking, and murdering people
a man's
in the street.
face was eaten off.
Eating them.
Yeah,
right.
Eating them.
People are eating other people.
That's what zombies
mass
do.
Cannibalism.
That's pretty much zombie. That's it. Zombie 101.
Well, the only difference between these people and zombies, as far as we know, is that the bites are not contagious. There has not been a single documented case of someone being bit or partially eaten and then turning into a biter themselves.
But like we were saying earlier,
but it's like being molested as a child. You're going to grow up 10 times more likely to molest someone. If I get bitten by somebody on the street, it's 10 times more likely that I'll bite someone else.
It is because it's a relatively normal event for you at this point. Once you get bitten, if you get half of your face bitten off, the idea of getting your face bitten off or biting somebody else's face isn't that foreign.
That's what Ed and I were talking about the other day. It's just like if you get punched in the head and you realize it actually doesn't hurt that much to get punched in the head,
you'll punch somebody in the head.
You're just going to get into fights more often. Where it's like once you bite, you get your fucking half your face bitten off and you're already a freak. It's like fucking get your machete, time to join the war because you can't get a job at Walmart anymore because you don't have half a face. So you need to get out there and start fucking bringing some pain to the streets.
You're not old enough to be a greeter. You're not fat enough to be a clerk. What the fuck are you going to do?
Bring some pain. What's another...
Here's another story. This one's this one is actually fairly disturbing. In Texas, a woman beheaded...
This one
actually is very disturbing. In Texas, a woman beheaded her 3-week-old son and ate part of his brain.
This is the story I was talking about.
This is in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
It'll happen.
This is the thing, though, but there's also, postpartum depression, which is pretty insane.
And it's pretty big in Texas, too. You had Andrea Yates, who killed her 5 kids because she said that Satan told her, or that there was Satan in her children. She had to get them out and send them to heaven, drowned 5 of them in the bathtub. There was another woman who...
Just tell her, get on the L train at 3:15 if you want to see Satan in the hearts of children and see what that's like.
Yeah, they're animals.
So what's happening to this gal over there who fucking ate the child's brain? I mean, it's similar to eating the baby. It's similar to eating the placenta.
I mean, what do you mean what's happening? Yeah, it's like, what do you mean what's happening with it? She's going to prison.
I don't think these people... I don't think they should be in prison. I think they need to be tied to a buoy in the ocean.
I think we need to stop. We need to stop regulating parenting. Let her be a fucking mother.
It's called freestyle parenting.
Yeah, whatever it is. Maybe the baby didn't need that part of her brain. It's like eating the placenta. That one chick from Mad Men, the hot chick who's apparently a terrible actress.
January Jones.
She's
awful.
Very stupid.
Yeah.
She's a very dumb gal. Anyway, I love her. I've been fucking thinking about her a lot, man. I really would love you, January Jones, if you just want to fucking come over here and touch me, man. I'm so goddamn lonely.
I don't like
and sad.
That's erratic.
That's erratic.
That's erratic.
I feel like I'm driving.
Now I get it.
spitting blood all over fucking everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. But what's eating a placenta or eating your kid's brain? Came out of you. You created it. I think you should be allowed to nibble a little bit.
I mean, normally I like to yes and you. Normally I like to get in there and I like to help you, but I'm just going to say, it just doesn't seem any real direct purpose to cracking open your new baby's head and eating its brain. I almost kind of understand just killing it.
Yeah.
Or just leaving it someplace.
Yeah.
You the baby's crying, you just pick it up and you accidentally fucking snap its neck because babies are fragile.
Sure.
You ever just picked up a baby and just realized you fucking just snap a baby over your knee?
You can't.
Easily.
They're pliable.
You could just throw a baby in the street.
Well, you can do that. You could do that. You can do anything with a baby. Yeah, that's true.
Nothing.
Yeah,
baby can't
true.
fight. Baby can't bribe its way to the scenario.
That's true.
Which is what I would do if I was in danger.
Baby can't bargain.
I would just, if I was ever in immediate danger, I'm just like, do you know who my father is? Even though I don't, we don't have any money.
Well, baby can't sit in the corner, though. Yeah. Am I right? Am I right? John Travolta's gay!
So my question is that why would, she ate its brains, and I guess the only thing that you could just say about that is, run, everyone. Get out of Texas. Get out of San Antonio. The disease is spreading.
Well, they're surrounding us. We've got the man in New Jersey who threw the intestines at the cops. We've got the dude in Staten Island who bit the guy's ear off.
What's the full story of the guy in New Jersey who threw his intestines?
No follow-up.
Did he cut his belly open?
The full story is that he cut his belly open, and he wasn't just throwing intestines. He was throwing bits of flesh. Like, he cut his belly open, and he was just...
Was that while he had been, pulled over?
He was in his house. He had barricaded himself in his house and was making...
How did they even come to the house?
He was making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go...
Well, yeah, you don't...
Yeah, and they brought the SWAT team in.
Yeah, you don't put a fucking, theatrical production on without a crowd. You definitely have to have the cops around.
See, if I was going to go through the trouble of covering over my torso, they at least find me with my intestines draped over my arms going I'm an octopus.
Yeah.
I'm an octopus.
Or a weird sausage salesman.
Hey there, looking for some sausage?
Can we call this mom who ate her baby's brains a zombie? A mommy zombie. Am I right? She's a zombie. Give me it. Can we call this fucking chick who ate her baby's brain a zombie? Yeah!
You know what, man? Let's take zombie and sell it to fucking CBS.
I like it.
Because we could take zombie and make
zombie mommy.
The zombie mommy. Oh man, we could read a whole fucking
Sometimes life bites back.
Yeah, it's just being a single mom is tough. Never mind when you're a zombie mommy.
It's zombie. Saturdays at 7.
You guys, let's go to your house, Katie. We can't wait. Let's have a sleepover. Guys, I don't know if we should go to my house.
Your mom seems weird. She's always cooking like your friends.
I think your mom's an alcoholic.
No, she just eats off flesh. Human beings. That's why I invited you over here.
That's a great fucking show.
It's a good idea. They would literally buy it, which is so sad.
Oh my god,
zombies are
zombie,
hot.
oh my god.
Yeah. You just pitch it like
ZOMG.
All right, well, we got to wrap this up. But
do we?
Yeah. I have to go do some theater work before Roundtable.
I have to go to the theater. Hello. Shakespeare's coming. I have to prepare his many fabrics.
I have to put up a projector.
Okay, whatever,
For
man.
the basketball game.
All right, is there a closer?
What I want to say thank you to everybody on Facebook who gave us these stories. I want to thank Adam Umack, Megan Lamberger, as always, Jeff Klingman, and we also got some fucking awesome art in the mail from this guy Bobby Nixon.
Bobby!
It's called. You can find him at bobbynixon.blogspot.com. He sent us this painting called Road Killer,
and I seriously want to make. And if you know me, you know for a fact that it's I love crazy fucking TV shirts. Yeah. T-shirts, and I want to turn that painting into a T-shirt. Tell me what I have to pay you to get that.
Yeah, absolutely. And he has the best. Here's the description of it: extreme violence, rape, bestiality, beheading, serial killers, and tits.
Yeah.
What more could you want?
And we have some of our best. We have some of the best fans.
We really do. I don't think we need it. I don't think we thank them enough. Yeah.
No, you guys are all amazing.
Well, they're just starting to come out. We're just starting to meet these wonderful.
No, it's pretty great.
Zombie.
But I honestly want to talk about it's really important. I really think that people should be careful. Don't let yourself go crazy. Things are stressful out there. Things are really hard.
You need to calm down.
Just don't let yourself go.
It's fine.
Don't let yourself do what you really want to fucking do. Sometimes you're just driving down the street and it's man, I'm feeling real erratic right now. I just want to do something real, just fucking kooky-doo. You know what I mean? Everybody's working for the weekend. So we're gonna probably take a little bit of break because I'm going to Hotlanta to do some shot.
God, I wanna
then we'll
fuck
come back with
January
more
Jones.
stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, goodbye. Magustalations.
Magustalations. What's that?
Do you want to add something else?
No, I had nothing to add.
Yeah.
Do we want to do? What was the other thing we said at the end of the last episode? There was kind of a funny word.
Barragunda.
Barragunda is kind of fun.
Barragunda to you as well.
so-
Hail me!
Hail you! Yeah. Thank you. It's very nice for people to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, don't cry.
I'm not crying. I'm not like
Seems like
sad.
you're-
No, I'm not crying.
Seems
I'm
like
not.
you're
No, it was a
crying.
fun episode. We had fun.
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying about the fucking fans. About how much I feel about them.
You pussy!
Yeah! January Jones, I'll suck your fucking dick.